Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Alright, welcome back to another episode of VIP Breakdowns. This is the second episode. I will be breaking down the social interaction and dynamics of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This is him on Craig Ferguson's show. I hope that you find value in this, and I hope that you can learn and grow from everything that I'm telling you and interpreting. Thank you for listening.
Welcome, Dwayne Johnson, everybody.
Okay, notice here when Dwayne walks in, he immediately establishes contact by shaking Craig Ferguson's hand and initiating a hug, and he does this to build comfort. Notice how Dwayne acknowledges the crowd here to show his social acuity.
How you doing, my friend? I'm good. You're so badass in that movie. That's fantastic.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No, really, I'm kind of a little bit scared of you.
What's that smell?
Notice how The Rock really accepts this compliment in a very neutral tonality, but then he also cracks a joke to try and diffuse the tension of the situation.
I went to the bathroom a little bit.
In your pants.
No. Yes, in my pants. How are you? You
I'm
all
doing
right?
good, man. Yeah.
Hey, knock it off.
Oh, just a little bit.
All right, do it again.
Okay.
Now,
So the power of touch has always been a way to build comfort. He is making Craig feel at ease, and Craig is actually leaning forward, as you can see here, so that he can lean and pull his hair in a joking manner here.
Hey, Dwayne, Craig wants a people's elbow.
from the wrestling days? You don't do any of that
In the
anymore,
wrestling
do you?
days.
Nah,
No, now I
you
do it in the
don't
bedroom. It's a little different, though.
Notice how he's stacking forward and assuming that people are going to laugh at this very humorous joke attempt that he's making. He's waiting for the audience to react, but he's not really attached to the outcome of it. He's very relaxed, you can notice it in his posture, and he's found a way to really retort back to Craig's comments.
Do you ever do any of it just to work out and stuff like that? Stay fit? Do you ever do any of the
In
stuff?
terms of on the mat and stuff
Yeah,
like that? Every once in a while I'll do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Will you roll
Yeah.
around on your own or with another dude?
No, I need to do it with another dude, but not in that way.
This kind of, are you serious with me right now, Craig face that he's doing right now, is showing that he is willing to emote himself and express himself as a man. And he's doing this in a very light-hearted and positive way.
I know. Where do you live in Hawaii now?
I'm shooting in Hawaii now.
Right.
But I was raised in Hawaii. I did a lot of my growing up was in Hawaii.
Did you know the president?
We went to rival high schools, not at the same time.
Did you kick his ass?
I would have had we been there at the same time. No.
Dwayne says no here quite abruptly to demonstrate that he's willing to really be serious as well as comedic and fun.
Called Punahou.
Right.
And I went to McKinley.
What was the name of his high school? Oh,
Yes.
man. Say it again. Go on, say it.
Punahou.
Punahou, you said. It's a real place. What are you going to do? Do you have a place there now? Do you have a place in Hawaii now? You're not really attached? Where do you live now, LA?
Live outside of LA,
Right.
and also have a farm in Virginia. I like to live away from all the
Nice,
crazy.
a farm.
Yeah.
Goats, pigs, chickens, elephants, antelopes.
And fairies and all the...
So he's kind of going along with Craig's joke and he's exaggerating it. So this is a technique that we use in improvisation. It's the yes and technique. So whatever you say yes and to kind of build on the humor and the possibility of a joke.
It's an interesting farm.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. Are we sure this farm's in Virginia?
In my mind. Yes, it is.
Now, what do you keep animals on your farm?
We do. We have a lot of horses there.
All right.
Our little girl rides, and she's a wonderful rider. And plus,
Right.
there's a pond that I love stocking. I got a lot of bass in there. I love to fish, so there's a bunch of bass.
Do
and
you
all
just
kinds
put
of
fish in there and then just fish them out and eat them?
I don't eat them. I know I put them back because they're like my babies, but they get...
Now, whether or not The Rock actually is a sensitive guy and he lets his fish go, that's not the important part. What's important is he's showing a sense of vulnerability and he's sharing aspects of his private life with Craig Ferguson. So basically, The Rock has found a way to really share a sense of gratitude. If you notice in all of his Instagram posts, he is so thankful for the team, the environment that he's in, and where he's placed in. So basically, he's finding a way to understand and really share this kind of appreciative nature that he has. And you can see it very clear here with his open body language. He's very open with his expression and his feelings.
Right? Really? Do you dress them up in little outfits?
I do. Yes. Yeah.
That's nice, man.
They're teething now. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of teething, my son and I enjoyed your work very.
Again, you notice he's accepting a compliment with a neutral tone, but he's also leaning back. So you notice that he has a very relaxed body language. He's not fidgeting with himself. You can notice that Craig Ferguson is the one who's more interested in what he has to say. So Craig is the one who's leaning forward and trying to share his story with him about his own child.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I really
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, it was nice to see you in a tutu for a change. You look good.
Thank you, especially in pink.
A lot of men at this point would get uncomfortable and try to justify their masculinity. Why am I wearing a tutu? But The Rock seems to joke around about it, which gives him an image that he's likable and that he doesn't let things get to him easily.
No, because I can do that on Friday nights.
Right, you can, in your own time. That's
my
true.
own time.
Notice that he's exaggerating the comedy here so that he's showing that others can laugh with him and not at him.
I think that, I've enjoyed the family movies that I made, and I think when family movies are done right, then generally there's a good story involved and a good message.
Right. And the message of the Tooth Fairy was?
Well, there was two messages.
Right.
Okay. The first message was dreams and the importance of dreams.
That's true. I remember that. Yeah, that's true. I remember that bit.
Yes, the importance of dreams.
Yeah. Well caught. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, what was it? Yeah, no.
That was the message.
That's it. Yeah, believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. Yeah.
So the other message would have been, if you wear a pink tutu, it's kind of tight. Make sure that the lower part covers.
Yeah.
Notice how immediately he's saying after something serious, Dwayne goes back to his joking, positive frame. He does this in a very lighthearted way.
No.
I do know, I'm afraid. Yeah,
I know, my friend.
I know exactly that. But this new movie's not a family movie, though, is it?
No. It's actually far from it.
What are you a hitman who's gone crazy?
No. It's a story about two brothers, and one is ripped away. He's killed and he's murdered, and they also try and murder me too as well. But I live, and he's the only family I had. And now, when he's gone, the only thing I have left is the ability to find these bad men and make them pay.
Revenge. It's a revenge movie?
Revenge it is.
I like a revenge movie every now and again. Do you ever remember, but you're probably too young for this, but you remember that Charles Bronson used to make great revenge movies called Death Wish?
Oh, sure, yeah.
You remember
Death
those
Wish,
movies?
Yeah,
he just killed everybody. He was awesome.
Well, you gotta kill the bad men.
You gotta kill the bad guys.
This movie is inspired by a lot of those movies. For example, yeah, sure, like Death Wish and like Bullet and like Point Blank.
Yeah, but what age are you? You're quite young, right?
38.
38, so you were born, what, 72?
Yeah.
You're 10 years younger than me.
Ah.
Man, you could kick my ass so bad. It comes up on you fast, though, man. 1 minute you're 38, the next minute you're 39.
And then that's it, right?
Then that's it, yeah. How many kids you've got? You got one daughter?
I got one little girl.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
what age is she?
And you have two.
I have one, and one on the way, yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice,
yeah,
man.
I got another one coming in the new year.
Nice.
Yeah. Were you hands on when your daughter was a baby? Were you nappies and do the
yeah, sure,
thing?
that and changing and the dream feeds at night in the middle of the night, sure, all that.
Oh, you did that?
I did all that. It was amazing just how much comes out of a little
You're
baby.
amongst friends, man.
I know.
I remember, what comes out of them, you're like, this, I should call a doctor. There's something
wrong.
I know.
It's unrecognizable sometimes.
It's kind of like this kid, when I'm not looking, is clearly in an Irish pub somewhere drinking Guinness.
Ooh, snap.
All right, then. Well, let's do the... Let's do. You know this is. We don't have a band or anything. We have to play ourselves. We're done, right? But we have to play ourselves out. We don't have a band.
We're done.
Notice how The Rock doesn't believe that the interview is over yet. It messes with his frame of reality, so watch what he does here, and just notice how he drags the conversation on.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
You're adorable. All right, you can actually keep this one.
And you're dreamy. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Keep that.
Thank you very much.
You probably need it.
I do.
All right.
Notice how Dwayne makes a face here, and only the audience can see it. This is an example of dramatic irony, something that can be incredibly funny. You're in on an inside joke with the audience, whereas Craig can't see his facial expression.
What do you want me to do? Try and get it back? All right. So, can you play the harmonica?
No.
I would say mouth organ, but I've got then you might kick my ass.
No. Yeah. But you clearly can.
I do, yeah. I've had a lot of practice.
Okay. Are we going to play together? Is that it?
Well, you can play on your own if you want.
No. I'd rather play with you. No, we're a team.
All right.
Now just watch how decisive that Dwayne is when he's asked this question. He stalls for a certain but then he answers immediately.
Well, what do you want to play?
On the road again.
Willie Nelson?
Sure.
Oh, man, I love Willie Nelson.
Me too.
Do you know Willie Nelson?
I do, as a matter of fact.
No way!
Yeah, man.
Now Dwayne here is demonstrating a story where he is demonstrating his higher value. He is doing this in a way which is sharing, and so it seems like he's not showing off.
Oh, man, I love
Check
Willie.
this
He
out.
was here. He's great.
He's fantastic,
I
right?
think he might have been smoking marijuana.
No.
Notice how Dwayne is about to touch Craig's hand to establish that it's my turn to speak now. This is a very important technique.
But how about this? Check this out. You'll appreciate this. He gave me my first guitar for a birthday gift.
Shut the Tootsie Fruits.
Yes!
Really?
Give me some. Yeah, man.
How the hell do you get Willie Nelson to give you your first guitar?
Notice how the pitch of Craig's voice has changed, but The Rock is still keeping his cool, calm, composed manner as he's telling the story. He might be using a lot of hand gestures here. He might be holding that mouth organ in his hands. But notice how he's continuing and dragging on the story. The show was just about to end, but this is giving him at least a few more minutes to discuss exactly what has happened.
Right, yeah.
So, really quick story, right there on Broad Street.
This is something called a false time constraint. By saying it's a really quick story, he might be going on for longer, but in Craig's mind, he knows that he's about to end the story very quickly. So it gives him a few more minutes to really say what he has to say and not end the show on Craig's notice, but on his own desire to end the show.
He's like, okay. And I said, well, I'll only give you 30 now, and I'll come back and give you the 45 in about an hour. He's like, okay.
You can notice them bumping fists at this point as a sign of camaraderie, as a sign that they're friends, that it's going to end on a friendly, positive, light note. But notice also how he's opening his body language up to describe what is going on in the story. He's not holding himself back. And you can tell that Craig is the one who's reacting more. Now, normally, you can tell that he has more status in the situation. Dwayne holds the status, whereas, well, there you have it. You can now see that Craig is tired and he wants to take the show back, and he realizes that he has to end the show. So he quickly grabs the mouth organ and he ends the show. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to Zoom Elevate. Step your life game up.